And the Rockets all ready with their game faces on as they get off the bus. Well, this one's about to get going.
Last season was easy.
It surely is. Thanks, Howie. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Heat, in second now, but wanting to claim that top seed.
I think for the Heat, I really think the high expectations put a certain amount of pressure on these guys. But to their credit, they have really stepped up to it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Now let's take a look at the Rockets' opening lineup. Harden and Gordon, they're the 2 and the 3. Then there's John Wall. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. And for the Heat, Hero and Butler are the wings. Achua is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Dragic in at the point guard position. Well, tonight, 2 veteran teams, Grant. What does that tell you?
It tells me a couple of things. One, these 2 teams are primed to win. You can't win unless you have experience, have veteran guys who understand what it takes. It also tells me that tonight's game will be a fun one to watch. Basketball played at the highest level. I'd love to see that kind of activity. It just makes things happen.
Dragic with it. Check by Wall. Pass to Butler. Downtown. That shot off. So Houston will take it the other way. This is their first chance to take a look at the Heat this season.
It's really hard to know what to expect when teams play only twice a year. It makes it a bit of a mystery.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battle.
Now here's Wall. 9 points in his last outing. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and it's down to the line. That's going to send John Wall to the line. It's on Tyler Hero. Now misses for Wall. The Heat have gone 0 for 3 to the floor to begin this one. Here's Hero. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And nice court vision from Dragic there to get a great look at the bucket.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 to get this one going. Now here's Harden. He's guarded by Hero. Harden into the lane. Adebayo with the rejection. Butler on the wing. Here's the 3. Sinks the tray.
Pretty good release point from Jimmy Butler. Just such a strong shooter. Looks like he's got limitless range.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in.
And you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back. The physical tools are right there in front of us. The guy has a 7'3" wingspan and moves like a deer out there on the floor. Then on bio, there's one physical specimen. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And he drops it in from the low post. Butler's got 5 points.
Defenders are trying to keep pace with Jimmy Butler, but there's enough space for him to spot the rim and knock it down.
The Rockets with another miss. And Adebayo already claiming some of the Heat's weight room records from their Hall of Fame big man, Alonzo Mourning.
And that's some impressive stuff, GA. I had a chance to play alongside Alonzo Mourning. I wouldn't try to pick up the weights for zone. Couldn't even get those to the bar. So Bam doing that kind of stuff in the weight room is impressive.
Shot is good by Gordon.
Gordon gets the pass there and takes off for the jump shot before the defense could react.
Different looks in Miami. Iguodala's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Robinson comes in for Hero. And Nunn is subbed in for Dragic. Miami has gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Pass to Robinson. Olynyk with the ball. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, Olynyk's a big guy. He's not going to slow down.
Dad.
Right there playing physical.
Dad, I want some pizza.
Ain't no pizza.
Huh?
Ain't no pizza.
This thing downstairs.
No, it's not. They ate all that.
Outside, Green. No good from outside. The Heat lead on offense. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Here's none. And a foul call on the way out. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. 1:07 left in the first quarter. Here's Clemens. The latest power rankings. We're still in December, but we are starting to see things take shape in the NBA. You look at Houston, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, for Miami, they are speedrunning everyone as expected. Tons of talent, nice team chemistry. This is the team to beat this year.
Now here's Iguodala. To the middle. Oh, deflected. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kendrick Nunn. That's his first foul. 44 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside, Green. Pass the house. Takes a 3.
And you see that in building their leads. They've done an impressive job on the
Iguodala right side.
Oh, man. He's rushing up the line, and he let it rip.
A few tricks still left up the Andre Iguodala sleeve. Incredible at taking his time.
Be quiet, she's asleep.
Still getting to the rim.
Here's Clemens. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Here's Nunn. It's a 5-point game. Blows. It's going to be on Kendrick Nunn. That'll be a second foul in the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Johnny is a baby. Oh, baby, and baby.
Here's Clemens. It'll count.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He hit it.
Great shot. And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
And at the end of
Hell, he make that.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Well, simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Hero and Butler are the wings. Bam Adebayo is out there with Kelly Olynyk, and it's Bradley here's the point. That's through the game for the Heat. And let's send it over to Alan Force.
PJ Tucker at 6'5" is more than willing to hold it down at center. He said, so what? It's basketball. I've done it my whole life. It doesn't matter. People ask me why I play so hard. I don't have a choice. That's what God did. Period. Get down. So what?
Thank you, Allie. Now here's Butler. 7 points in the game. Well, for 4 straight years with the Pistons, Grant, you led all non-guards in assists. Who do you think is the best non-guard playmaker these days?
Wow. Well, first of all, LeBron James recently led the NBA in assists for the regular season, so you have to put him into a category. I like that young man in Denver, the Joker, Nikola Jokic. Fantastic playmaker. He's a center. Can you say point center?
I think he can. That's what he is. And he drops it first.
Well, Jimmy's an interesting personality on the team, so between what the staff demands of him and what he demands of the teammates, it can be a delicate balance.
Rich has checked in for Olynyk.
But when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Harden, pass to Gordon. And a miss there on the triple.
And they're doing strong work in the glass. The outside advantage for them.
Opposite the lane. And there. An opportunity to 3-point play. James Harden picks one up.
Didn't I say be quiet? You quit trying to control my damn tablet. Turn it the way both y'all can see it. Turn it. Not on the edge of the bed. And you be quiet.
So his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Now here's Wall. Cousins with the screen. Will it go? Jimmy Holton with the rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in those possessions.
And it's Butler with the jam.
Right now, Jimmy Butler is in the zone.
For Houston, they've gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. And here's Gordon from the arc. The shot comes out. For Miami, they've gone 3 and 3 to begin the second. Up the ball. Harden picks him up. Pass to Bradley. There's the three. No good. And Houston the other way now. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
Just a tough road loss. Just going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow, closing out the shooters, and maybe even recognition of who was on the court. Not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
It brought me out some photos.
Slam. And right on top of the defender, too. That's going to be good.
That had
Something to
photos.
go to regain some confidence.
Go back to the one you was at.
Way too many empty possessions for them.
I just need to quit messing with people before I make you go to bed.
And the Heat making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And
Whoop you before you go to bed.
Competing for a spot in the dunk contest.
Because it ain't the first time I told you to stop messing with him.
Who can do some spectacular things.
After I told him to leave you alone, you should have left him alone.
These guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You're looking at Adebayo. He's a long shot at this point. You never know.
Quit.
You just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
And there you have it.
Dad said quit already.
I was telling you to quit and go spit that nasty stuff
That
out.
is always a highlight.
He did.
Watching guys just fly through the air. I enjoy watching all of the guys on that list slam it home.
And the call will be against Tyler Hero. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Rockets making a change here. Tucker's checked in. Tries a three off the inbound. Cousins can't hit.
You have to credit their effort, man. They've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's Hero. Goes back up. Got a piece of it.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I'd like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
Houston making some changes. Now he's checked in for Cousins. Green comes in for Gordon. And Simmons subbed in for Wall. Now here's Harden. Last game, 26 points for.
So we're chipping some orange paint off the rim. There must be more efficient on offense, trying to find ways to penetrate inside and go closer to the rim.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kinder than the takeoff. Well, Andre Iguodala, the Finals MVP with the Warriors in 2015. Former coach Steve Kerr called him one of the best amplifiers in NBA history.
You think about the career arc of what Andre Iguodala has done, being a main guy on that Philadelphia team, pouring in 20 points a game, becoming a lockdown defender in NBA Finals year after year after year. He could be a future Hall of Famer.
Miami with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run. Butler passes to Adebayo. Left side, Harden. Jacks up a three. And it's Miami with a rebound. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds in the game.
I hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's Harden. Into the game.
Good defensive play on the Adebayo on the inside, helping out his teammates.
Fires in the triple. Hero's got 6.
And just executing at a high level. I mean,
taking what the defense allows and putting it through basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that put in the score.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10 rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game is going.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. And the Heat with some changes. Olenix checked in for a five. Robinson comes in for Hero. And Clem was subbed in for Dragic. And the change for the Rockets. McLemore's checked in. Here's Clemens. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Butler.
Get your bottle off.
And he left it. And that one's good. Olenix got his second bucket.
Kelly Olynyk can score all over, but really valuable when you start to get points from this kind of balanced attack.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. Heat out front, they lead by 18. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Dad, I just want to jump.
Baseball's halftime show. And what a show being put on here for the home fans. I'm Bertie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
I'm just trying to draw.
Big time
You don't need to draw it dark, man. We need time for bed.
He had 6
Draw in the daytime when it's light.
Kenny, let's start with you. What you think about the Heat?
The secret to their success has been Butler, giving his all on every play, making the most of every and each possession. And so far, his shot making has been on another level.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if it was the fifth, honey, you know the rest.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Wow.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
So the Rockets 5 now. Harden and Gordon, they're the 2 and the 3. Then there's Christian Wood. Then there's John Wall. And it's Cousins in at the 5.
And you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Wood with it, now guarded by Dragic. On the arc. Arc misses,
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Dragic outside. Hero outside. 4-3. Second chance effort. Achua gets the bucket. And the Heat lead by 18.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Here's Harden. There's the drive. Jimmy Butler for the rebound. Butler's got rebound number 8 here already in the game.
And in this era of load management, there's such an emphasis on resting your players, particularly your star players. None of that applies for James Harden. Since joining the Rockets, he's averaged over 37 minutes per game.
His touches left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
His Hero. And it's Harden who pulls down the rebound.
Even if you're not shooting, you like to see the effort level. His team has been high.
Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Hero. Again, the Heat misses. You know, the flip side, through all those minutes and carrying that load throughout the regular season, James Harden. Grant, some feel he's run out of steam in the playoffs.
Yeah, he knows that in order to really cement his legacy and silence his critics, it's all about winning championships. Harden wants those rings badly. So his teams have been good, and they've been right there. We're just going to keep pushing until he gets it.
Now the Heat making a change here. Timeout call, the Heat. Well, we've heard discussions around They may be shortening seasons, Grant, but how about shortening games? You know, we saw that in the bubble in the exhibition games where there was a 10-minute quarter.
Whoa, slow down here. Look, BA, I'm all about shortening the season. The season is definitely very long, taxing on players. And I'm all about evolving and being innovative as our game continues to grow. But shortening games, no. 48 minutes, you must keep it there. I'm a firm believer that you must keep the games at 48 minutes.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to sweep this lead.
And he hits it and gets back. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
Bradley with good focus there. Off play and ends up with the and one.
Quit messing with his car.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Up top, Martin. He's got 9. But they recover it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Houston Rockets. On Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And then Sunday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring the team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Houston making some changes. Tucker's checked in for Wood. House comes in for Gordon. And Green is subbed in for Harden. Ball on the attack. Good D by Adebayo. Got the ball where he wanted it. Got There's 1:54 left in the third quarter of the game. Robinson gets the bucket.
That's pretty much not how they shoot at the three-point line. Somebody's got a shadow in out there.
For Houston, they've got just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. And Cousins throws it down.
That's power from DeMarcus Cousins.
Didn't I tell you to leave his car alone?
1.5 minutes left in the third.
Go to bed now.
Here's Dragic. Oh, and there's the whistle.
Get under them covers and go to bed.
That'll belong to John Wall. And he knocks down the first one.
And when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
A different look for Miami. Jimmy Butler's checked in for Olynyk. And Nunn is subbed in for Bradley. McLemore's checked in for the Rockets. Clemens comes in for Wall.
Johnny, take that tablet over there by that teddy bear and stuff. Because she going to bed.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just pulling up every board.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kendrick Nunn. That's the third foul so far.
Take the charger over there too.
This kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Iguodala's checked in for Miami. Here's McLemore. Well, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. It's Adebayo, high post. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Count the basket.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry.
That's your fault. Because I told you stop being hard-headed.
Drills it from deep. Give him 8 points now.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have a wide open three.
Iguodala outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston has gone just 1 of 3 from deep since the break. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Clemens. 3-pointer, no good. Left side Nunn. Pass to Robinson. From deep 3-point range. Doesn't go for him.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Oh no, I know he can make it, but that's normal. So maybe just a step too far.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Avery Bradley out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Pam Adebayo. Then it's Andre Iguodala. And it's Butler in at the 4. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Three-pointer, Harden drops in the 3.
Well, that equals his 3-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first 3 of this half.
Hero with the bucket. And the Heat lead by 19.
And you would think a coach might talk to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, it's just lighting him up.
Three-pointer, Harden. Rebound by the Heat. Hero's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Bradley. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's Butler. Good! That's 7 for 11 on the night.
Opportunistic score there from Jimmy Butler. Sees the lane, fills the lane.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded by Hero. Denied by Adebayo. Outside Butler. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Here's Harden. Graham, when you were playing, the game was a lot more physical. Do you miss those days? Maybe not as a player, but do you miss watching that brand of basketball?
You know, I do miss a little bit of that time. There was a physicality that required a mental toughness to endure that. You played against some of these teams, like the first team that comes to mind, the New York Knicks with Charles Oakley and Patrick Ewing. You were going to feel it at the end of that game. But it was just a fun time for me as a young player in this league. And of course, anything I could do to be back out on the court playing, even in the physicality of the 1990s.
I'd be happy to stick an elbow in your back.
Okay, Brian Oakley. I like that.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded by Hero.
Just great offense. The screen freed him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, that was settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Here's Adebayo. Rockets with a rebound.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Cousins. Launches it. Yes. And a nice assist from Harden.
Yeah, the number of three-point attempts for Cousins is steadily rising year to year. High usage, high productivity, and lots of numbers.
A shot by Butler. No good. The Rockets have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far on the floor. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Careful there. Now a timeout called by Miami.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And I just love to see a player who plays with an aggressive mindset. I mean, he had the energy and the intensity all game. He didn't waste any time when he had his chances out there by attacking the rim.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best.
I'm gonna show you this shot. Corey had it.
It's outside.
Did what?
Just about 3
What?
minutes through the fourth and final quarter here.
Downloaded the game? How he do that?
Because it had went on an ad, and then that's when he pressed that ad, and then that ad was that kind of Among Us, and then he pressed Among Us and downloaded it.
No, Johnny.
No, I didn't.
Do it.
How did I even try to download it?
You did.
No, I didn't.
Houston is going 2 of 3 from
I'm gonna I'll erase it in a minute.
You were sneaky.
And you better not be playing it either.
Pass to Wood. Now here's Cousins. Counted by Adebayo. Shot from 16. Ball, no good.
Bad shot from the mid-range. He's giving it to him. He's usually got the eye, but in that kind of range.
Looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Heat.
Free throws were a major factor tonight.
It's nice to get a lot of shots at the line, but then you need to convert them. They did that, and it paved their way to a win. Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Outside Butler.
That mid-range Jay usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams. And tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That free throw misses. I've seen him play Mickey
And
Mouse.
he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. The Rockets on offense. They're on a 13-4 run.
Really heads up there. Play where you locate the best open pass and then you get it there for an easy
Mickey
bucket.
Mouse. Just not watching the movie.
Now done. Pass to Harkless. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Heat lead by 15.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So no problem for Miami as they get the win. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
Lay down. You told her to turn on the fan? I told you, I don't know why she turned it off in the first place. I didn't tell you to turn it off.
I'm telling you, Johnny. I'm telling you, Dad. Johnny downloaded. I'm telling you. He was telling the story on Gohari. He was all this late all the time. And then Johnny downloaded. He went on download it, then he started downloading. I did not go on download. Yes, you did. I saw you in my own eyes.
I'm gonna take it off of there anyway, so it don't matter.
Okay. He's going down some more. Yes.
That's all right, 'cause I'm gonna stop him from playing games, period. Every game. Including moms.
Right.
If If he keep on downloading stuff, I'm gonna stop him from even playing any game.
Just leave my pony game on there. Just leave my pony game
I'm
on
gonna
there.
erase every game off of there, off all these tablets.
That other tablet was just working.
Jania, go to bed.